Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tajen, also known as Empress 1111. If you are new to my channel, please click subscribe, share, and do not forget to hit the notification bell. All right. If you see, I have this Sharite here for healing purposes for the Divine Feminine. I also had it on the Divine Masculine, the Divine Masculine's video as well. I shared a story there, so if you want to go there, you can go ahead and get the information from off of that video. I do not want to regurgitate, but this stone did take a hit. I did some healing work with me and my twin, and I'll go into more detail and greater lengths on that video. So please make sure that you chime in and watch it. All right, Divine Feminines, to the right. Well, it's your right, but it's my left. You do have what you're currently dealing with your feelings and your emotions. And to the right, which is my left, you do have basically how you can overcome this. All right, so starting the reading, you have empowerment. Right now, Divine Feminine, you do own your power. You, at times, need to straighten your crown. When you're totally in alignment, in zone, you are able to call into existence whatever the heck you want to call into that sphere. And this card is showing up because right now you're not feeling empowered. You're not feeling your true empowered self because maybe the delays that are coming in reference to the union, you don't have the union yet. You may feel that the Divine Masculine is pulling away, that you may feel some resistance, but you have the Page of Pinnacles. You have to become a student of life. And when you become a student of life, you will get the alchemical powers of the High Priestess. You'll be very powerful. Right now, this is the highest card in the tarot deck, okay? And it reveals in this situation that this situation that you're currently going through with the Divine Masculine is going to require spiritual alchemy. There is nothing that is going to overturn this. No voodoo, no black magic, no spells, no juju, nothing of the sort is going to turn this situation around for you, but you using your alchemical powers that you already know how to use deep down in your reserves. You already have hidden knowledge in your DNA. You just got to tap within. You're going to have to do this through metaphysics. You're going to have to go deep into the occult to study, to learn about ancestry, bloodlines, to learn about traditions. Because I'm sensing for some of you that your Divine Masculine is heavily rooted into traditions with his family. And when I say traditions, I ain't talking about Christmas, okay? I am talking about witchcraft. I am talking about occult practices, okay? To be forewarned, you have to be forearmed and know what you're fighting up against. This is not for the meek of hearts. This is a spiritual warfare that is going on here. And this is the reason why you're being met with so much resistance. You have other people that are pulling on him, other things that are pulling on him, other things that are coming into the situation, okay? But right now, you need to surround yourself with good friends. This is the Fool card. It stands for having a good time, leaping forward, leaping out on faith, stepping out on faith. It's time for you to mount your wings like an eagle in this situation and fly high, Divine Feminine, because you are beautiful. You are the High Priestess. You do have so much magic. You are magic. You are walking in your power. You know who you are. It's just oftentimes you tend to forget it. And this card is reminding you that you are empowered to make your decisions. You are empowered to be all that you need to be in order for you to pull the situation off. Get into vibrational alignment. Once you get into vibrational alignment, your Knight of Cups is going to come. Okay? You just need to have the confidence that this knight is going to come. Your knight in shining armor is on his way. Don't go off of what you're seeing on a physical plane. Just know with surety and with beyond a shadow of a doubt that what your heart is longing for is going to come through and it's going to come in for you. You just need to continue to be in service. Continue to serve those that are around you. Continue to do what you love to do. And guess what? Everything else is going to fall into place for you. All you have to do is step into service, whether that may be helping other divine feminine collectives, whether that may be you starting your own YouTube channel and sharing your own experiences about the twin flame journey and the union and all the things, the rifts, the shifts, the shit show, everything else that you've been through. People need to hear your story. Your voice needs to be heard. You need to be understood. If you feel like the divine masculine is not understanding you right now, guess what? Get around some people that can understand you and will understand you, because that is why all of this is happening for you. This is what it's all happening for. When you give, there is an equal proportion that will be received back in return. Okay? That's the law. That's the law of compensation. We're able to maintain our balance. We're able to get into alignment with the spiritual laws. There are so many people who are in need of your services, and you have to know this. You have to believe this, okay? And being in service can be just something as simple as a kind word or a gesture, or holding the door open for someone, or joining a cleanup crew, or you know availing yourself to be available for a charity. Only you know what that looks like. Only you know what that holds for you. But the whole point of the matter is to get yourself into service. And when you do, you will become the Queen of Cups. You'll be the nurturer that you are. You'll be the motherly figure that people look at you as. Then you'll have the Nine of Pentacles. That'll give you so much peace of mind in the material world, okay? Mutual commitment, which means that you have people that are on your same wavelength. You have people coming in that want to buy what you're selling, okay? There's going to be some good news that's going to come in for you about the divine masculine. How do I know that? Because you got the Six of Pentacles. There's going to be some type of money, some type of business venture that's going to come in for you and the divine masculine that you're going to be doing together. Okay? Your divine masculine that I'm speaking of is very ambitious, very outspoken, very sharp in mind, very intelligent. Okay? Your wish is going to be granted. The divine masculine is going to come in with some type of business offer. That's why he has the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to be related around money. I don't know, maybe in the past you guys did business together. But if you didn't do it in the past, you're definitely going to do it in the future. All right. Now, what you need to work on at this moment is showing your support. I know there are times that when the divine masculine is not showing up in a relationship, you want to pull away. Well, this card is here to tell you right now is not the time for you to pull away. You need to take your time and your energy and to be a comrade, okay? You need to be an ally with your baby and provide a safe space for him so he can be more drawn to you and tell you what his feelings and his concerns are, okay? And as much as you want to talk, it's very important to be a good listener. Make sure you're paying attention to how he feels, that his needs are met, what his emotions are, what makes him tick, what's on his mind. So many times we always want to go in about me, and put ourselves before the other person. It's time to start doing things differently, Divine Feminine. It's time for you to be as a sponsor for him, work alongside him, share his success, continue to show that you value what you have, and create a strong network with him, because that will only make him in return want to reach back out to you and give you even that much more. Okay? The trees provide shelter and support for all of its inhabitants, and we too are like those trees. Okay? We have to be deeply rooted, deeply planted, okay, for our divine masculine, because the divine masculine needs the divine feminine right now. These energies that are coming in are very heavy. And he's not as spiritually mastered as you are. You have to be the lighthouse. The lighthouse doesn't move and go out into the middle of the sea and look for the boats to come in. The boats find the lighthouse. Your divine masculine is that boat that is in need of your light, because we are in the eye of the storm. With the GI solar storms that are going on, there are so many shifts that are happening that it is scary for most of us. Okay? And some of us, we don't even know where to begin. Our divine masculine, they're not, for some of them, as spiritually advanced as the divine feminine. The divine feminine is spearheading this whole thing. So you have to know what you are dealing with. And once you know what you're dealing with, guess what? You'll find out that there's nothing to be frustrated about. Be frustrated over what? Your divine masculine is experiencing the death of the ego. Now, I want to share something with you. You both had the same cards, which let me know that you guys are coming into alignment. Not only is he experiencing the death of the ego, but divine feminine, you are experiencing the death of the ego too. You're coming out of this old karmic cycle that you and your divine masculine was in, and you both are entering into a new cycle with one another. And once you enter into this new cycle, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a perfect situation to where you are going to have balance. You're going to have truth. He's going to be able to come to you and be very truthful about the matters of the heart. And then guess what? You're going to also find, or he's going to also find, that all of those options and cups and all those things that was in front of him, that everything that glitter isn't gold. And he's going to look behind him, because he's going to realize that behind these cups, they're floating on clouds. They're dreamy. They're not real. They're not solid. Okay? And that he can find something very solid in you. All right. Now you have the Knights of Pentacles. Okay, so he's coming in. Not only did you have the Ace of Pentacles over here, but you have the Knight of Pentacles here. He's coming in for that business proposition. He's going to visit you, and he's going to share how he has been up all night, frustrating, trying to get over you, and how he couldn't get over you because at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, he overworked himself. He stressed himself about the relationship, because the only way that he can get you off of his mind is through becoming a workaholic and overworking himself. But it did not work. He realized he has the upper hand in this situation, which also came out in his reading too. The cards don't lie. Okay? Don't repeat cycles. Don't be abrasive. Don't use harsh words on him. Give him time, because you are the musician. You can turn this thing into whatever you want to. You are a conscious co-creator alongside Source. And so this time, know that guess what? You have the Page of Wands. He's going to be coming to you. He's going to be traveling to you. Man, I'm telling you, I'm going deep into this reading. Don't play. All right? And not only that, he's going to be coming with money. 7 Pentacles. See, he's looking at his hard work and everything that he's done, because in the meantime, in between time, while he was striving off all this money, guess what? He ended the relationship with his karmic, or the karmic ended the relationship with him. It's over. It's done. Even if they may be in communication or contact, he realized that she's not you. She's just not you, no matter how much she wants to be. Okay? He's going to communicate this with you with the Six of Wands. He's going to tell you in more great limbs and details that how much he loves you. He's going to express his feelings and emotions about you. You got the Knight of Wands. You got all these knights, girl. That's the communication through a letter. I'm sensing that some of you are going to be contacted through email. Some of you are going to get text. It's going to be probably while you're working. I sense for some of you, you own your own business. And then for most of you, you work for a company. But it's going to be while you're working. You're going to get this information, okay? Because right now, he's bored with his life and what's been offered. He don't want to take what has been coming in. It's not something that's substantial, okay? He already know that you are his everything. You got the Devil card. The Devil card is not always a bad thing, okay? Devil card right here is representing that there was something that was in between you, like a wedge that was coming in between you and holding him back. But now the chains are broken because he's out of this karmic relationship. There's no chains that bound him. So he's going to be coming after you passionately. The energy that I feel from this card is that he's coming with you with so much passion, more than what you thought. Why? Because that cycle has ended. As the world turns is what I look at when I see this card. Okay. So when you look at this, you have new opportunities. You have money. You also have a trip you're going to take overseas together. I don't know what that's all about, but this is for those of you who have went through all these cycles with your divine masculine. You see the Fool here, he's more mature. You see the Eagle, more spiritual insight. You see the Lion, that stands for your transformation. Then you see this right here, which is your integrity and pride, that you had to keep your confidence in this whole situation because what you went through would have broken most people. It would have. Guess what? There's no more secrets. This is emotional. This is like no more delays. The delays are, well, this is not in reverse. This is upright. So there is going to be a delay. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster for you for a little while. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it because you have hope in this situation. Okay. But be very careful, Divine Feminine. Be very, very careful. Okay. And when I say this because you've been through a lot. Man, I have never pulled this many cards on one reading. I mean, not for my YouTube channel. Maybe from doing a personal reading for people. But you've gotten so much. I'm not even going to do an extended version because you got a lot of information. And I gave you a lot of information on purpose because I actually did not mean to make you wait all day for this reading. All right. So you have trust your own understandings. Stop this self-sabotage, please. This negative talk. You've been talking yourself out of this union with this talk, and you've been talking yourself out of this union, and I don't know why. You are so close. You're closer than what you think and what you know, but yet and still you're not listening to your inner voice and your inner promptings. Okay, it's time for you to start listening to that inner voice. All right, so you're testing the waters right now. But by testing the waters and by being tested by the universe, because sometimes when the temperance card comes, some people, say, oh, well, the scales are being balanced. Yeah, that's true. But the universe is testing you right now. That's what the temperance card represents for you at this moment. And how do I know that? Because at the end of the day, happiness is on the other side. So the universe is going to test you before you finally get exactly what it is that you want. And when you get what you want, just know the victory is going to be on your side. Okay? All right. I have come to the conclusion of your reading, beautifuls. I enjoyed your reading. It was very deep, very detailed, and I hope that you got what you came for. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness, and so it is. Namaste, everyone.